First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Again, it's Harris on second down. It's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
A pretty decent gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Jones. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in, because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They hand this off to Harris, and he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing Jones. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. Cousins gives way to Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They go play action. Cousins. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. On play action, Cousins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. On the give, this is Harris. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Now Harris. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Jones on 3rd down. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Cousins. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. To throw is Cousins. It's caught. Smith. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he will find his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is Jakeem Grant. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 53 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Jones out to the flat. That's caught. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Jones. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris there to make the grab. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point splits the uprights. And And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Second and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins.
We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it.
And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result. That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
To throw again on second down, Jones. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Here's second and 10. Back to throw again. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw again. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Henry here.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Patriots will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Kene Nwangu now out of his end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off near the 32. Then he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On second down, Cook. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw, Cousins.
This goes out wide from Madison. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you got everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
He juked him, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line, and these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot, and they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
Yeah, the next-gen stats going to show that sack carried out in just 2.5 seconds from beginning to end.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Play action now, Cousins. That is caught by Thielen.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Cousins. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Extra point attempt here still to come. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. Off play action. Jones. He sets to fire deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut.
And the Pats use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
This to C.J. Ham, the fullback. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So into Pats territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Cook running right. Oh, nifty. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook, 48 yards. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Jakeem Grant now to return.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll run with a former Viking, Cordero Patterson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. He completes it to Henry. Sheds him off at the 45. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They run again with Harris. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Jones. Completes it to Aguilar. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. This is Harris. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On 1st down, it's Harris. Mackenzie Alexander in on the tackle. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a give right side. Harris. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They run the counter. It's Harris, and he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Cousins. There goes a deep ball, end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. One last shot now for Cousins. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And with that, our journey...